So my people, this is the new update concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's matter. So yesterday, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team and family wanted to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Again, DSS has disobeyed court order by refusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family and legal team from visiting him. So a lot of people are now saying this is due to whenever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team visits him, they always come out and then update the public like what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said or what he is saying. Maybe this got Nigerian government upset because they don't want to hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's voice. Like they don't want people to know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, because before DSS can disobey court order, there must be order from above. So let's just watch this particular video, my people. I'm going to be right back.
Aloy Jimakobi, the lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, just talked, say, again, the court, the DSS don't refuse Nnamdi and his lawyers and family members from seeing him. Now, if you recall, say, from sometime November last year, it be a lot of problems. Anytime we be say for almost 2 months, they don't let Nnamdi Kanu to see the lawyer. In fact, he don't carry them go court that time safe. He carry them go court, they argue because according to the constitution of Nigeria, it ain't wrong when person with in detention no get access to a lawyer. Not be just access, private access, where it be say they go fit stay, plan in case, so that when he come court, he go fit know waiting to talk. And that time the thing go back and forth, but by the time you know, they now allowed him again. Now again, they no agree. He say, as I yesterday, they write to DSS, tell DSS say they come see Nnamdi Kanu. Today now, they go, him and some family members, they don't let them see him. Now, again, the governor of Osun State, Oga Ademola Jackson Nuruddin Adeleke, they talked today to a UK envoy. They talk, say the IGP, Kayode Egbetoku, they help, they rape democracy. Because the work the way be say he don't do, now him join hands they cause the kata way be say they happen for inside Osun State. How it be say an IGP go follow people where they talk, say go follow support people where they wake up just talk, say they don't do this case without getting an original matter for hand. Now what's they cause the trouble? Because it be like say what's make you talk this one, now it be like say if they talk to us, say the IGP, be like say body language now in support of the APC for the activities and the hand, you know where they get to play for the things that happen for inside Osun State. So, now what make us make an ask Prince Francis Chilaka. This is not the first time Nnamdi Kanu and the legal team and the family they get issues with seeing him, which is against his fundamental human rights. Because even as a detainee, they get the right. Now, what will be the thing what we do when it be say law enforcement agencies? When are they supposed to enforce our law? That they come be the people when they break the law, when they're supposed to enforce fast. Let's see what we do.
Let's start from the source,
okay,
and origin of the impunity of security agencies.
Okay.
Have you not observed that when the police arrest you and take you to the station, the first thing they collect from you is your telephone?
So they first deny you communication.
And I think they do that on purpose because they don't want you to relate with anybody. They want to keep you in isolation. It's part of it's part of mind torture, mental, psychological torture. Now, bringing it down to the DSS, like I keep saying, the DSS has not been able to tell Nigerians its core role. What is it meant to do? Somebody's in your captivity and all of that, and every now and then you deny the person access to his family. I would say that the DSS has turned out to become an organization that has no regards for the Nigerian constitution, neither do they have regards for the law. I mean for the courts, so to say. And the reason why I say it is that we are running a country where there's so much impunity, recklessness, lack of accountability, lack of responsibility. Nobody takes responsibility. Because I don't understand why you have the third arm of government, isn't it? Which is the judiciary, making a pronouncement and nobody obeys it. We're running Nigeria like a banana republic. It is a very, very shameful situation that we're in. And we just laugh over it, we just gloss over it until it affects us directly. So what we have playing out is a vicious circle of impunity, from the police to the DSS to the Nigerian army there is complete impunity and lawlessness. And if this issue is not arrested, I am telling you, it is going to snowball into something else.
So what did this thing and what did they do mean to Nnamdi Kanu? Because the last time when it happened, the court was saying, oh, this one that they tilted towards to break them down, make them break them, make them destroy them, make them make them make sure they show and pepper.
First of all, let me tell you, the outburst in the last
court session. Okay.
They will make sure he pays for it.
That is that vex when he vex.
Yes.
Say,
So they will make sure he pays for it. Because
so now they pay back with this one, sir.
Exactly, because they feel that they'll say you're growing wings. So because we're giving you some leverage, we're giving you access to your lawyer and your family members, you're not behaving like somebody who has lost it. But you see, whether we like it or not, I have always said that Nnamdi Kanu's case should be treated more as a political case. Let it have a political solution. If you don't apply political solution, this thing will go on and on and on without ending. When the people in the south of the southeast keep talking about marginalization, and everybody is asking who is marginalizing who, what is playing out in the southeast is different from what is playing out in the north. In the north, you have Boko Haram, you have bandits. These are people who have killed, who have maimed, who have destroyed farmlands, who have driven people away from their ancestral homes. And then they come out and say they have repented. And you embrace them with open arms. But you're not doing the same thing for Nnamdi Kanu. Why would people not shout marginalization? So we just have a country where a lot of us don't know where we're headed in this country. We don't understand the kind of judicial system we have in Nigeria. And it is really, really affecting the psyche of those of us who believe in patriotism, who believe that this country can be better than what it is right now.
Okay, because about 800 and something Boko Haram and repentant Boko Haram members just they undergo right now the de-radicalization, rehabilitation and reintegration process right now. But what did all this mean, to the people and the people of the Southeast and the marginalization with the Southeast don't be cry for since? Let's keep an idea. What did it mean? Did Igbo also seek for political solution before immediately Tinubu enter power, then release her? Did he seek for political solution? Sir?
Over time, I have tried so hard not to become tribalistic. I have tried so hard not to look at things from the mind of those who are shouting marginalization. But I tell you, when you go back and you look back at things, you cannot but afford to say something is wrong. It looks as if we're in a country where the Igbo man is an endangered species. It is sad, it is painful, but it's becoming the reality. It's becoming the reality because, tell me, there are a lot of young Igbo boys, youths, who are held in prisons across the country simply because they were identified as IPO.
Yeah.
Yes.
That kind of thing,
it's still
till now.
Till now. If you remember, I think 2 months back or so, they said about 50 of them were released.
Yes.
But there's still a lot of them in detention. And then you ask yourself, you detain these people who have not carried a knife or a gun, and you treat them less humans, less citizens of this country, and you still believe that, peace should win.
So you're facing like this, lack of balance for judgment, now they make kata the day for the country.
That is it.
Oh.
Now, we keep asking.
So one set of people going to feel bad because...
I have always asked, and I'll keep asking that question. How do you identify somebody as an IPOB member? How? And we know that a lot of these youths in the Southeast that were arrested at that point in time, some of them were arrested in churches. Some of them were arrested in drinking. Some of them were arrested on the streets. So, when you try so hard to be a Nigerian, you find out that the Nigerian system pushes you to that breaking point where you will say, I don't believe in this country.
So you think say these things and what they happen get any role to play on how the international community they see us? Today, our Chief of Defense Staff speak about the visa when they deny for Canada. Can't talk about the fact say they meet all requirement, all the required thing when they say when they do, they get all the documents, all their things complete. They still deny it. They can't talk say in fact moving forward, say Nigeria not will tolerate any disrespect. May anybody do them anyhow. Say all these things that must stop. So you think
Nigeria,
the things that happen for this country get a role to play?
Nigerian leaders always blow hot and cold. They speak from two sides of the mouth. When South Africans were killing Nigerians, the leaders came out and condemned it, shouted this. But at the end of the day, what happened? So it is one thing for them to come out in the media and showcase themselves. It's another thing for the government to have the political will to follow it to fruition. See, Precious,
Sir?
let us ask ourselves this question.
Okay.
Since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu became president, how many world leaders have visited him?
German.
How many? Ask the question. How many?
German, I know visit.
How many times have they? Can you sit back and say, okay, let us take the German chancellor. You know what they call it? How many times has he moved around the world, going from one country to another? So that's a question we should ask. How many times has your president gone on supposedly private trip to France?
Wait, but should the president be even embarking on private trip?
So
staying off the radar, because the much I study about some presidents, you know, suppose they off the radar of the people like that.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Our president has made himself look cheap to these people. Yes. Do you know how much they're talking about? 36.6 billion spent traveling in 1 year.
That's true.
Do you know what that
1 year
of money would do to the Nigerian economy?
Okay, so Prince Francis, and we'll just quickly speak on waiting Akpabio get to talk about the USAID matter. He's saying, in fact, if through USAID, I mean USAID, make any mistake, sponsor Boko Haram or put their money for any terrorism for Nigeria, I said they don't get any business to get offices for Nigeria. If you say our Senate President Goofy live through that threat, as they don't invite NSA, DSS boss and the rest of them.
I'm happy your Senate President is coming. But then, talk is cheap.
And
when I say talk is cheap, I actually mean that talk is cheap. In the sense that he was a senator during Buhari's regime. So it's not that he just became a senator.
Yes. Oh, by the way, that senator won't be doing Buhari regime himself. He gave the court really release statement now talk about how he used not the person really win that election.
Now, as a senator then, you remember UAE said they're giving names of 400 Nigerians.
Absolutely.
Sponsoring terrorism.
And that Attorney General of the Malami know about that.
So, if as a senator then, what did he do?
So charity for begin from that time.
Yes, what did he do? That is on one side. Also, don't forget that during Buhari's regime, there were several occasions people said that the Nigerian, the British or the American Red Cross, all these NGOs were providing health care, providing food.
With helicopters.
So what did he do as a senator? So now that he's a Senate President and he's blowing from all sides of the cylinder, outside of the cylinder, I'm happy he's saying it. But let me also ask you a question, Senator sir. If tomorrow the investigation indicts some senators, some serving governors, some ex-governors, what would you do?
Well, moving on for that question. Thank you so much, Prince Francis Chilak. As you follow me, we'll talk about this matter. What would you do, Senate President?
Welcome to Chamrasi News TV.